If you're in security, you know the feeling, right? That constant nagging sense that you're just drowning. But what if the problem isn't just the sheer number of alerts? What if we've been laser focused on the wrong thing this entire time? All right, let's dive into this because we're about to unpack a whole new way of thinking that's all about finding the real, critical signal inside all that deafening noise. Does this feel familiar? You walk in, you open your dashboard, and you're just hit with this absolute tidal wave of notifications. This isn't just you. It's a problem every single security operations team on the planet is wrestling with right now. And frankly, it's leading to massive burnout. Now, what's really fascinating, and honestly a little painful, is this number. Gartner estimates that a staggering 85 to 90% of all security alerts are false positives. Just let that sink in for a moment. That's the vast majority of your team's day, their energy, their expertise just spent chasing ghosts. And all of this leads to what we call the detection paradox. It's this bizarre kind of backward situation where we've poured millions into all these tools to get more visibility, right? To see more things, but it hasn't actually made us any better at protecting the organization. In a lot of ways, it's just made the problem worse by completely overwhelming our people. So here's the crucial point. When you boil it all down, it's this. We solved the wrong problem. We became absolute experts at generating signals. Every login, every file access, every single download, we can see it all. But we never really built a system that could intelligently tell the difference between normal, everyday business and a genuine, honest-to-God threat. Okay, so let's break down exactly why this old way of doing things isn't just inefficient. It's mathematically impossible to keep up. The numbers, you'll see, they just don't add up. Let's look at the simple, kind of terrifying math for a typical security team. So let's say you get about 1,200 alerts in a single day. To properly investigate all of those, you'd need about 100 analyst hours. See the problem? Your team, as you can see here, only has about 32 hours of actual people power. The gap is it's enormous. So what that means is you are starting every single day 68 hours in the hole. You are falling further and further behind every single day. You just can't win that game. It's a recipe for missed threats and total analyst burnout. So how did we even get here? Well, it pretty much boils down to 3 fundamental gaps. And these aren't just tech problems. They're huge flaws in our basic logic. First, you've got context fragmentation. Your security tool has no idea an employee's on a performance improvement plan. Second, there's point-in-time blindness. We get obsessed with today's alert and totally miss the dangerous trend that's been building for 3 months. And third, statistical severity. An alert fires because a number crossed some arbitrary line, but the system has zero clue why that even matters. And this perfectly illustrates that point-in-time blindness. The old way just gives you a snapshot. It says, hey, a user accessed 500 records. And you're left thinking, okay, so what? Is that good? Is that bad? Who knows? It's just an isolated fact with absolutely no story around it. But now, compare that single snapshot to this. The new risk-adaptive way shows you the whole movie. It shows you the trajectory over time. You can see that, this person's data access has been slowly creeping up for 2 months, and now it is spiked way outside their normal behavior. Now that is a story worth investigating. So what is the solution here? Is it just another tool that's going to create even more alerts for your team to chase? Absolutely not. The answer is a totally new layer of intelligence that sits on top of everything you already have. It's built for one reason, and one reason only: to make sense of all the noise. Let's put a name to it: risk-adaptive intelligence. And the best way to think about it is as a synthesis layer. It takes all those fragmented signals from your existing tools, it fuses them together with real-world business and HR context, and it turns all of that chaos into a single coherent story. It finally connects the dots for you. I love this comparison because it just nails the difference. The old way is like a car alarm. It just makes more noise, wakes up the neighbors, and adds to the problem. The new way is like a real intelligence analyst. It actually makes sense of the noise, connects the dots, and gives you the story of what's really happening. And what's the whole point of this? The end game? It's to enable a security response that is, number 1, proportional, so you don't accidentally block your top salesperson from closing a huge deal. Number 2, explainable, so you can actually tell a manager why an action was flagged. And 3, defensible, so when an auditor comes knocking, you have a clear, logical story to tell.
Now, to really bring this home, let's look at the tale of two engineers. On the surface, the technical signal is exactly the same. Two engineers each accessed 500 customer records. An old system fires two identical high-severity alerts. But now, look at the context. Engineer A is a senior dev. This is literally her job. Her behavior has been consistent for 18 months. She just got a promotion. Totally low risk. Engineer B, on the other hand, his access just jumped tenfold. He started bulk exporting data. And oh yeah, he's on a performance improvement plan. That is a completely different risk profile.
And there it is. That's the punchline. The exact same technical data can mean two completely different things. The single example captures the entire value of this risk-adaptive idea. It really is about understanding the human story behind the data, not just the data itself. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually get there from here? Let's talk about the practical path forward and how you can start to evolve from that old, noisy model to one that's truly focused on risk. The first thing to realize is that this is a totally natural evolution. We've seen this movie before with firewalls and antivirus. Basic detection, just spotting a thing, eventually becomes a commodity that everyone can do. The real value, the real competitive edge, moves up the stack to the intelligence layer that actually makes sense of it all. So the path forward really breaks down into 4 key steps. First, assess your current state. Be brutally honest about how much time you're wasting on those false positives. Second, evaluate your readiness. Can you even get your security and business data into the same room? Third, pilot the concept on your own data. Prove the value to yourself. And finally, and this is so crucial, build the capability and, more importantly, the risk-based mindset within your team. At the end of the day, this shift from simple detection to true risk-based intelligence is, well, it's inevitable. The technology is here, and the need is just impossible to ignore anymore. So the only real question left for security leaders is the one you see right here. Is your organization going to lead this transition, or are you going to be forced to follow?